Negosyo mo yan, pero bakit hindi pa nakapangalan sa iyo? Alam mo ba na maraming negosyante sa Pilipinas and they've been operating for decades, but they still do not have a legal identity sa kanilang negosyo. There are still no permits, walang DTI, walang SEC, tapos nagtataka tayo, why is it that my business cannot be scaled? At pinaghirapan mo na yung negosyo mo. But if there is no legal entity, you are not protected and you are not reliable on the eyes of the market. And anytime, pwedeng mawala yan lahat sa isang reklamo lang at isang dispute lang. And you should remember that corporate law, yung mga legalities na yan, hindi yan papel lang. Protection yan ng negosyo mo so that you could eventually grow your business safely without the risk of losing everything. Dahil lang sa maling pagpapatakbo ng negosyo sa anggulo ng batas. Hi, my name is M.I.X. Jose and I am the founder of the M.I.X Institute of Business and Leadership, and today, pag-uusapan natin ang legalities pagdating sa negosyo mo. Kung isa kang negosyante na wala pang DTI at SEC permit, panoorin mo to hanggang matapos dahil yung tips ko sa'yo dito magsasalba ng negosyo mo at meron akong ituturo sa'yo that might grow your business. Mga bagay na natutunan ko because of 20 years of experience in the world of business and pursuing my master's in business administration at the Asian Institute of Management. A legal entity is your business's legal identity na separate sa pangalan mo mismo bilang may-ari. Ayan yung nagbibigay ng legitimacy, ng structure, at syempre, proteksyon kasi ng business mo yan. Ang legalities talaga, ang masakit dito, bigla ka na lang kakagatin yan sa puwet kapag hindi mo inayos. For example, payroll ng empleyado, pagtatanggal ng mga empleyado, lahat yan, very important parts ng negosyo mo to be able to scale it, because if you do not follow the rules, mahuhuli ka na lang yan bigla tapos magsasarado yung kumpanya mo. And it's the same thing with registering your business. Now, there are different types. Unang-una, chances are, yung negosyo mo ngayon pang sole proprietorship yan if you're just starting out. Ito yung para sa mga nagninegosyo ng nagsisimula pa lang, meron kang naisip, niisip mo pwedeng lumaki ito, yan, sole proprietorship yan. Ang problema nga lang sa sole proprietorship, your name is connected to the business, and if the business fails, you as a person with all of your assets, all of the belongings you have are at the risk, especially if you loan money. Mahirapan ka kasi tali yung pangalan mo sa negosyo mo. Pag na-bankrupt, hihilayin lahat ng gamit mo. Payag ka. So that's why many entrepreneurs who are in the sole proprietorship business model are afraid of getting loans precisely because they are afraid of putting themselves at risk. And that's why sole proprietorship is good for someone who is just starting. But if you plan on growing your enterprise and expanding it, I would not recommend sole proprietorship. So that's why let's talk about the other legal entities. Number 2, partnership. Kapag meron kang kasamang mamuhunan sa negosyo mo. O ito, bigyan kita ng tip. Gusto mo ng business partner? That would either make or break your business. Kapag mali ang napili mong business partner, sira ang negosyo mo agad-agad. And that's why, before even thinking of what kind of business to venture in, kailangan titignan din natin yung partnership fit ninyo. Align ba kayo ng values? Align ba kayo ng paniniwala? Is your business partner only after money? Is there a joint mission to pursue together? Kasi kung wala at ang business partner mo mainipin, ang business partner mo atat sa resulta, pag ganyan ang nahanap mo, ay di ko na lang alam kung lalago ang negosyo mo, mahirapan ka talaga. So before moving forward with a partnership, yes, maganda kasi 2 heads are better than 1. Yes, meron kang additional capital coming from another person. But again, you have to be very careful kasi your business plan might be sound, your product is good, but a bad partner, it ruins everything. Pangatlo, ito ngayon ang paborito ko, korporasyon. Because in having your own corporation, it separates you as a business owner from the business. So kung mangungutang yung negosyo, hindi ka kakabahan kasi meron ka naman sariling pera. Magkaiba ang korporasyon sa'yo personally, and you protect your personal belongings, yung bahay nyo na protektahan kasi magkaiba siya sa korporasyon, hindi ka ngayon matatakot mangutang. You can grow your business if you're thinking of investors, if you're thinking of growing your enterprise through other people's money, corporation is the way to go. And nowadays, dati ang hesitation ng mga tao, mahal magkaroon ng korporasyon, iniisip nila komplikado, but nowadays it's a lot easier. So I would recommend, if you really want to take this nationwide, you should consider looking into corporations and maybe that's a good fit for your business. Ayun, kung meron kang legal entity, you can open your business's own bank account. Pwede ka mag-apply ng loan, pwede ka magbenta sa mga korporasyon, at protected ka legally kapag merong kaso, merong atraso, pag sinilip ng gobyerno, okay ka. So, kung hindi pa maayos ang legal side ng business mo hanggang ngayon, so parang basically multo yung negosyo mo. Alam ng customer mo na nag-i-exist ka pero nationwide hindi ka makita. Hindi mo may skill kasi definitely magkakaroon ka ng barrier eh. There's a point wherein you cannot grow anymore because you are being tied by the lack of legal requirements that a business should have in order to move from one city to another, expanding across the entire nation. So pero, paano ka nga ba magde-decide in which entity is a good fit for you? And ano nga ba yung consequences kapag hindi mo na i-register yung negosyo mo? Think of your legal entity as your business's birth certificate. So what happens kapag wala kang birth certificate? Di ba wala kang magawa? Hindi ka makapunta sa gobyerno, hindi ka makakuha ng PhilHealth kasi essentially, if you do not have a birth certificate, then that means you do not exist as a person. And that's exactly how a business entity works kapag hindi mo pinaregister yan. Kahit gaano ka kasipag, gaano ka kagaling, hindi ka nagko-comply sa batas, hindi ka nakaregister, ang iisipin ng tao sa iyo, risky ka. Alam mo, ito, example ko sa iyo, meron akong kilalang negosyante, 5 taon na siya sa online selling, na-build niya na yung business niya, may mga customers na siya. Ngayon, nagkaroon siya ng break, merong malaking kumpanya, gustong umorder ng malaki sa kanya, madami. Ito ngayon ang problema. Nung hinanapan siya ng documents and that could have been a deal of a lifetime, sobrang dami nung bibilhin. And if that customer stayed, hinanapan siya ng documents, wala, kulang. Dumating yung tamang customer, hindi siya prepared. Walang legalities. So ano nangyari? Kailangan na ng customer yung item, kailangan na makuha yung order, hindi nag-push through. Ang tanong dito, kailan pa siya makakakuha ng ganong customer uli? And kung may lalapit man, asa na yung papel? So importante, bago mangyari yan, i-register mo na. At isipin mo rin to kung nga rin nagkaroon ng problema yung customer niya. Siya mismo yung hahabulin hindi yung business And that's the problem. When you are tied into your business and that becomes automatic if there is no legal entity. Nakatali talaga sa pangalan mo. Siyempre, ayun yung ayaw kong mangyari para sa iyo. Isipin mo na lang to payag ka ba na magdadrive ka ng kotse mo na nakabaklas yung license plate or walang license plate entirely? Pero isipin mo to, makakarating ka nga sa gusto mong puntahan. Pero pagdating ng checkpoint, ano nang mangyayari? Or magkaroon ng aksidente, anong mangyayari? O yari ka na. Yung kotse mo, i-impound. Kung ikaw, kung maka-aksidente ka pa dyan, ay paano na baka makulong ka dahil walang plate at worse, wala ka ring lisensya. So paano gagawin natin? And that's exactly how you should look at your business if you do not register it and there is no legal entity. So ito ngayon gagawin natin. Sabi ko nga, here at the M.I.X Institute of Business and Leadership, we make sure that you have output right after mong matuto sa amin. Number 1, magsimula ka man ng maliit, dapat legal. Number 2, kung solo seller ka, go. Okay lang tayo niyan sa DTI as sole proprietor, mas mabilis. You don't exactly have to get loans anyways dahil nagsisimula ka pa lang. So kung gusto mong medyo mas streamlined, mas madali, go for sole proprietorship. Number 3, get your mayor's permit, BIR registration, barangay clearance. And pang-4, parang awa mo na kahit gaano kaliit yan or gaano kalaki yan, i-register mo na. Yes, magbabayad tayo ng buwis pero obligasyon natin yan bilang mga negosyante. We have to provide funds for the government in order to enjoy all of the things that we're enjoying bilang mamamayang Pilipino. Pero most importantly, you'll be able to grow your business because of this decision. You might be able to start getting loans, funding your business, and eventually growing it to a successful enterprise. And you know what? According to the study of the International Finance Association, businesses in the Philippines who are registered and are compliant legally can get more funding. In fact, 60% better chances of funding your business and growing it, or 3 times more likely to scale within the next 5 years. So remember, your legal entity is not just an expense for you. Tatandaan mo, legal protection mo yan. It is a way to scale. It is also a way to gain access sa funds through loans or giving out equity. So please, do not wait for trouble. Gawan mo na ng paraan bago ka pa magka-problema. So remember, true business growth starts with the right foundation. If you are serious in growing your business, then be ready to treat it like a real business. Dahil kung ikaw mismo at ang iyong negosyo ay hindi legal, paano ka paniniwalaan ng iba? Now, if you're interested in growing your business, learning more about the art of business administration, make sure to like, share, and follow the M.I.X Institute of Business and Leadership and learn more about your craft as an entrepreneur. See you in the next episode.